Well, good morning. I better get my video set up right. Welcome to today's morning meeting. I'm Greg Luther, the one guy that meets with you every single day to help you in growing your real estate business. Today, we're going to talk about real estate agents that are becoming teachers, because if you want to get rich, the best way for you to do it is to become a teacher, specifically on a very specific group of clients. That's going to be coming out of the woodwork. They've been hiding for a while. Investors, multi-millionaire real estate investors that are willing to pay over asking price, just as they did back in, you remember 2008 to 2012, you could offer over asking price and they'd say, I'm sorry, a cash investor offered more. Well, they're back. Not only traditional investors and multimillionaires, but also the billionaire and trillionaire hedge funds that are dumping tons of money into rental properties. It's actually better for them now. The numbers make more sense because rental prices are outrageous. I'm sure you'll agree. Not only are home prices high, rental prices are outrageous. So this is something that we've always done very well with, but over the last few years, it was tough to get investors to buy in on properties. Now they are doing it, and it's a great opportunity for you as an agent to start generating more closings. These are people that are going to buy multiple properties with you. So if they get a small portfolio, 5 or 6 homes, it's a damn good investor for you. If they get a bigger one, 10 or 12 homes or beyond, even better. Let me give you a website. We're going to be doing this on Thursday. I've got a free training that everybody's invited to, agentinvestortraining.com. I want you to write that down right now, agentinvestortraining.com. Hopefully it's in the video description below. It should be the top link that you can click on there. And we're doing this on Wednesday, and I want to kind of walk you through the process. We've been doing this a long time. Many of you know I created Residential Investor Network back in 2007. Can't believe how long ago 2007 was. When you do the math on this, it's like, wasn't that about 3 or 4 years ago? No, it was a long time ago. We are very quickly approaching 2 decades ago, ridiculously enough. But anyway, we're going to talk about how and why these buyers, these investor buyers, are buying up so much property, and how it's a big advantage for you, how you can start working with them to generate a lot more closings for yourself. So that is coming up this Thursday. I want you to reserve your spot for that. It's totally free. But I think what you'll find is not only, there's a couple of things. Number one, you should be working with these high-end investors because you get a lot more closings. Number two, you should be teaching your past clients, regular buyers and sellers, that they can acquire 1 rental property or 2 rental properties. Don't worry, you can refer it to a property management company. You don't have to mess with it. Get the closing and you're done. You're not trying to make $150 a month on a whole bunch of properties. You want to get the closing and then just refer it to a local property manager. You can be a one-stop shop for them that way. So that's another thing, is all of your past clients, like if you really care about your sphere of influence, you're going to show them how and why they should invest in real estate. And let me ask you, are you buying what you sell? Do you buy your own product? Do you have rental properties that you're utilizing yourself? In some cases, it makes sense. Now, for a top-notch agent, for an upper-end agent, they don't have a need for rental properties. There's lots of other investments they can do. But for your traditional realtor, for an agent that's doing less than 500 grand a year, you should be acquiring some properties. I don't care if you're doing 40 grand a year, you should be acquiring a small number of properties, because that could frankly be your retirement, the cash flow you need as you start to get older. Once we get to that age that we're like, you know what, I don't want to have to hold deals together and, scrounge around to get a couple more closings here. I've got some residual cash flow, or that mailbox money that we're all looking for. So I'm going to be talking about it on the morning meeting, or not on the morning meeting, on the Thursday training. I'm talking about it today on the morning meeting for the Thursday training, but you can get some details on it and you can register for free at agentinvestortraining.com. You should see a link in the video below. By the way, you should be following this page as well. If you're not following this page and ring the bell, turn on notifications, you're missing out on some of the stuff that we cover every day, including a lot of the free training and free resources and free tips that I provide for you every single day. So you should be following the page, but there's an awful lot of agents that don't take their own medicine. They would advise people to own homes, but they don't acquire those homes themselves. You don't have to have a big down payment. You don't have to have great credit. There's all kinds of different options available, But the deal is you as a real estate agent should be getting the commission and maybe even owning a couple properties yourself. But on this call, I'm going to show you how you will find those multimillionaire investors. A lot of them are starting to pull out of the stock market now that they're afraid the market's getting ready to crash and all the economical stuff and everything else. They're turning it into cash and they're saying, okay, where can I safely put this? Well, let me ask you, if the homes are selling for 400,000 in your area as an example, and let's say they're renting for $3,000, if they're renting for $3,000, does the homeowner, the investor care if it goes to 500,000? Do they care if it goes down to 300,000? It doesn't matter. It's renting for 3,000 a month. Well, oh my gosh, what if it crashes? What if it goes down to 150? The prices are only 150,000. First of all, that's never going to happen, but is it still renting for $3,000? I'm getting a return on investment. I don't care what it's worth. I care what I get every single month until I die. That's the kind of people you want to work with. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do it on Thursday's training. So it is a one-time event. You do need to be there. Yeah, I know you already got something booked because you're so busy and everything else. It's worth canceling. If it's not going to be 20 or 30 or 40 closings for, I would cancel whatever else you have going on, because this is the niche that can make such a huge difference for you and your business. It's where the market is starting to turn. I'll actually point out to you on Thursday's training. I'll show you the actual date that I created that RIN program with Residential Investor Network, and it was late 2007. Why? Because I knew what was coming in 2008. I can show you physically when the LLC was created because I knew what was coming in 2008. I was 5 months ahead of the curve. You need to be on Thursday's training for the exact same reason. I was right before for over 20,000 agents. Now I'm going to be right for over 50,000 agents. This time, it's time for you to get on board with where the market's going and how you can get the non-emotional buyers that literally don't even need to see the home. They say, send me the profit package and I'll sign it. So as long as you've got that together, you've got everything right, the way that I show you, you send it over to them, they sign it, you go to closing in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever the case is. Very profitable approach for you. You got to be open. You got to be cautiously optimistic. You got to believe you can actually create something if you're going to do it, and you got to show up. So I'm going to show you Thursday, agentinvestortraining.com. You'll be hearing a lot about this because a lot of our agents are starting to work this niche. So you'll be hearing a lot about it moving forward, and you'll see some testimonials of agents that are just crushing it right now. So I'm excited to provide it for you. No charge at all. I think you're going to find it very helpful. Make sure you are following the channel here, and hopefully I'll see you on Thursday, as well as tomorrow's morning meeting. We'll talk soon. Bye-bye for now.